And today we're going to talk about an app that helps business to meet consumers to help to fight the food waste. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Just Send It to Marketing, a podcast where we analyze a brand, the story, campaign. I'm Andre, a marketing strategy consultant. I have Prachi here with me today. She's a luxury consultant. And today we're going to talk about an app that helps business to meet consumers to help to fight the food waste. Today we're going to talk about TooGoodToGo. So Prachi, have you heard about TooGoodToGo? How did you come across TooGoodToGo?
So it's a nice question actually. It's a very short story. When I came to Brighton for the first time to study, I visited a store to just buy milk, and I met an Indian lady there who started asking me about do I cook at home every day, because we were part-time. I was doing a part-time at the same time studying. So I was juggling through that of what to figure out, when to cook and stuff like that. But she told me that her husband works in a restaurant and every night there's a lot of food left over. Is it okay if I just hand you some food so there'll be less of a wastage, and at the same time, you don't have to take trouble of cooking every night? And I felt so good that for that time, I just took the help and I just said yes. As it was an Indian restaurant, so I was familiar with the taste, and I just said yes. And every night she used to give me food, and that saved my time of cooking. At the same time, it helped me fill my stomach. But that day, when we thought about researching about TooGoodToGo, I related that incident to this company.
Yeah, of course.
Because there's so much of food waste that goes every night through, for restaurants and groceries. It's huge. I think you told me the numbers once. They were huge.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
no, exactly. And food waste is a worldwide problem. But in the UK alone, it's an estimated of 9.5 tons of food waste every year. And that has a market value of around £36 billion. So it's a huge market. If you think about the feeding problem in the world, it's one thing.
Yeah.
And then there's the financial side of it, which the companies are missing out. Restaurants are wasting and consumers are wasting.
Exactly. Wow. But I think I visited the TooGoodToGo website. So, they have when they speak about sustainability, I think their vision and mission is only to connect the consumers to the restaurants and stores to reduce that wastage.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So I think they have branded themselves that good, when you see the green color, literally strong dark green color on their package, you do feel that it's clear that they're talking about sustainability.
Yeah, and you feel that you're helping. Of course, there's that. You buy food at a reduced price.
Yeah.
But there's also that feel of helping. I'm helping the environment. I'm helping to save food that's going to go to waste.
Yeah.
So that's my view. So from your side, what are the theories that you identified?
I think the first one, as you said, we all relate to that it's the environmental psychology theory. So for example, if you see the social media, they're trying to educate people a lot. For example, the other day they were just talking about how carrots are beneficial, and you never know there's this feature called surprise free bag. So what they do is they can give the carrots in there, and if you get those carrots, you immediately relate to their social media post that I am helping the environment because they educated me about it, and now I can relate it to that.
Right. Yeah.
So that's an environmental psychology again, that you don't think what you feel like. You're thinking from the perspective of TooGoodToGo about what they are saying. So I think that's one of the most important theories. Second is the one regret theory, that if I know that there's this food surplus food and it's going waste. I have it, at the same time I feel like eating something different. There's this juggle in your mind that whether should I have this or this. But if I order the surprise bag item from TooGoodToGo, I won't regret it.
Sure.
Sometimes at the back of your mind that as we call loss aversion, that's the same theory of regret theory. And the second is, emotional replacement behavior, where you're somewhere emotional about, happy tears kind of thing, that, oh my God, I helped the environment.
Yes.
Did I just help the environment with this? You question that. So you emotionally replace it, like with the practical attitude or with the rational attitude that, may it be finance, may it be anything, but you replace that with an emotion. So that is the emotional replacement theory. I think it has to do with those surprise bags and everything. But do you think that sometimes we don't have access to what will come at our home? You don't know what will come in that surprise bag.
Yeah.
So do you think that's a drawback?
Sometimes it is, especially if you have any dietary restrictions. You have to be careful with that. But overall, I think the consumer likes the surprise.
Right.
It can, for example, it reminds me of those surprise boxes, subscription boxes that you don't know what you're going to get every month. But I think that's part of the experience.
Right.
You like that specific restaurant, and you don't know what you're going to get, but you know it's going to be good. I think that's part of the experience.
Right. So do you think, like, for example, I have a kind of, not even can we say con, but you have to always, you can't be specific or picky with the times. It's not as per your convenience. When you say that we want a surprise bag and you have to go at a certain time. So do you think that, like that, can you recommend them some things that they can work on maybe?
No, I agree. So one of the downturns when you look online, the online sentiment, right? One of the things that lots of consumers pointed out is the inconvenient collection time. So for example, I tend to have my dinner around 6:30. Right. So if I'm going to buy from TooGoodToGo, for example, and the collection time is 9 p.m., that doesn't work for me. But TooGoodToGo could then partnership with companies that would take away that inconvenience.
Exactly.
Right. So, for example, I don't want to walk to the restaurant to collect. I, as a consumer, I'm already saving money by buying a food with discounted price.
Right.
So if TooGoodToGo, for example, partnership with Deliveroo. Right. So I buy from TooGoodToGo, but Deliveroo delivers for me. So it's a simple partnership.
Right.
I can incorporate the delivery fee as a consumer in my head, in my budget, because I'm already saving on the food price.
Right.
So I'm not going to feel that delivery fee. Definitely partnership again with companies in that perspective. They could have some, for example, a waiting list. We see those things happening in different industries. Again, I give another example: gym membership.
Right.
So you have your gym membership, you book a class. Oh no, the class is full. You join the waiting list. If someone cancels, you automatically get your spot. So again, TooGoodToGo could give that step forward to innovating that. And let's say this XYZ restaurant has only 5 bags, they all sold out, but there's a waiting list. So if someone cancels within, of course, a manageable time frame, I get that. Right. So again, the food is not going to waste. Whoever had to cancel is not penalized to pay for something he can't collect anymore.
Right.
And you just keep the experience flowing. So definitely those service or recommendation. And again, as we talked earlier, food waste is a huge problem. So I would do a bit more engagement with the community to do some webinars around food waste. How can you manage the food waste at your own home? It doesn't have to be only on a business side. How can you help? Are you conscious buying? You're doing your shopping consciously, where you're not overbuying, so food goes to waste. Making people conscious about how much you can shop. In the same hand, it doesn't help if I buy from supermarket, but then I decide to use TooGoodToGo, and the food that is in my fridge goes to waste.
Right.
So, and in that perspective of keeping the communication open and educate people.
Right. Do you think that it'll also motivate if they help you with the keeping track of it?
Yes. Which they do.
They do, very subtly.
Subtly, yes. You have to navigate on the app a little bit, but you can find a page where it shows your how many magic bags you bought this year, or how much of food you saved. Right. So again, another real life example. If you look Spotify.
Exactly.
And at the end of the year, they do that Spotify Wrapped, I think it's called. So if TooGoodToGo did that, so how much have you saved that year? How much have you helped the environment that year?
Sure.
Again, you're reassuring consumer
Yeah.
that they're doing a good thing.
Of course.
They are helping the environment. They are making money saving. They're saving costs, right? And you could, I don't know, share that on a social media tag, and again, you just enhance the experience.
Yeah.
I get rewarded instantly. I have social proof because I'm being rewarded from my peers, from people like I like, and I'm passing the TooGoodToGo forward.
Yeah, sure.
So
helps
again,
in conscious mind.
Why not do that?
Of course. Helps you to be a conscious consumer.
100%. So as we always do, shall we do a quick SWOT?
Yes, please.
So can you give me some strengths and weaknesses?
Yeah. So I think strength is they are investing into a company who's into reducing food waste. Then I think the app is very user friendly. It's very quick. At the same time, the strength is that they have more than, I think, 140,000 businesses who have already partnered with them, whether it be restaurants, stores. I think it's a huge amount, and that makes the reach go higher than it is. Weaknesses, I think, again, as we said, that the not having a convenient time of going and getting the delivery. Second is, again, if you get a magic bag, you don't know what comes into it. If someone is allergic, or there's no manageable time there. So I think, that's the two things. And could you give me some opportunities and threats?
Yes. So again, opportunities, like we talked, definitely try add service to it, like a waiting list, for example. And there's opportunity there to educate people, and partnership with other business, example, delivery companies. Threats, again, we don't know regulations, they might change. There might be new regulations in place on how restaurants can do with surplus food. And the economy downturn. Now, more and more people are conscious about how much they're spending. So it is a threat, especially moving forward into this following year.
Right.
So,
we have come to the end of this episode. Please do like, share, and subscribe for more. Feel free to send us your questions. If you have any brand, an advert, or a story that you want us to talk about, we'll be happy to do that. Until, see you next time.